It's gonna beat up your index finger and your thumb a little bit. I don't know if you guys could see that there, but yeah, after you do it a couple of times, you know, it's gonna beat up your fingers a little bit. But once you kind of break it in. Hello and what is going on, guys? My name is Miguel. Welcome back to the channel, Miguel EDC, where we talk all about EDC gear. Today we're going to be looking at this Ganzo knife. This is an axis lock Ganzo knife. It's called the Firebird FB765. It's another one of those interesting names knives out there. This one is an axis lock, and so we're going to get into it here as we speak. Quick rundown: we have a G10 like military green looking scales on this guy. We have this is a satin finish 440C, so it's a high carbon type of steel. It has a decent amount of corrosion resistance. It's going to be up there in the budget category. By the way, links will be in the description for all the products that you see on this video today. Those do help out the channel at no extra cost to you, so keep that in mind. But yeah, so this guy comes in at around, I want to say $21 or $22, right? And I mean, for the price, right, if you're looking to get into an axis lock, I mean, this guy, there's very little to complain about. We're going to get more into that as the video progresses. So let's do some quick size comparisons here next to the Spyderco PM2, also next to the Spyderco Para 3. So it's going to be bigger than the Para 3, right? So you can see here, right, definitely about a ½ inch or so bigger than the Para 3. It compares quite a bit to the PM2, right? Almost, I want to say almost as big, but definitely smaller than the Para 2 right there, right? That's the Spyderco combination. Hey, we have this guy right here. Let's just throw it in the mix. Look at this guy. This is the Spyderco Schmuck, right? And I want to say, very comparable in size right there, right? This guy is a $200 knife, so if you haven't seen the unboxing on this guy, check that out. I'm currently EDCing this guy for a review video here in the near future. All right, but that's the Spyderco knife right there. Let's switch it over to Demco. All right, so let's compare it to the Demco AD 20.5. That is the clip point version. This one is the shark's foot version right there, right? I believe, yep, Ganzo knife, if I'm even pronouncing that right. I know in Spanish it's pronounced Ganzo, right? So the Ganzo knife is going to be, yeah, very comparable to the Demco brothers, especially to the clip point blade, right? Almost the same size, if not a little bit bigger than the Demco clip point version there, the 20.5. Why am I even folding this guy? This guy needs to stay here. All right, that's what happens during reviews, guys. Get a little bit nervous here and there, but just stick with me here. All right, let's check out the Saxi brothers. Sencut Saxi. Meant to say the Sencut brothers. Sencut Saxi right here at the top, and the Sencut Crawley definitely compares, right, to these knives quite a bit in that medium to larger range. A medium to larger knife range. It compares a lot to the Saxi in size. It might be probably the same length. The Crawley is just a hair larger. And of course, last but not least, let's do the Ontario Wrap Model 1. Right, this guy is a behemoth here, and the Wrap Model 2. So the Wrap Model 2 definitely tinier, right? The Wrap Model 1 is the bigger one of the two, and yeah, the Ganzo knife is just sticking around in the competition, right? Definitely smaller than the Model 1, but not by much, right? You guys be the judge of that right there. I mean, this guy is just on a category of its own. So that being said, let's last but not least go ahead and throw in the Fleisa folding knife right here. It's definitely a smaller knife overall. You can kind of see that for yourself right there. Right, although I prefer the axis lock on the Fleisa more, right? Check that out during the review. And let's just throw another iconic knife here like this VV Ortis, right? Also did a review on this guy very recently. And I want to say size-wise, I mean, look at that. It is up there with the Ortis, just a hair bigger than the Ortis. So that should give you guys a little bit of an idea right there of what size comparisons right there. Since we're here, right, let's do a quick carry profile, right? So let's fold this guy right here, right? It's gonna be quite slim, I'll tell you that. This guy is going to disappear in your pocket, right? Because look how slim it is compared to the Spyderco PM2 and Para 3. Yeah, definitely a lot slimmer right there, right? Compared to the Demco brothers, it's still a lot slimmer than the Demco knives, right? The 20.5, right? See that for yourself. All right, check it out next to the Saxy. Again, side by side right there. All right, it's almost as slim as the Crawley right here. And definitely slimmer than the Saxy. Saxy is a little bit thicker because of this blade shape. And let's see, next to the, oh, why am I opening that guy? Next to the Ontario Wrap Model 1, next to the Ontario Wrap Model 2, right? Definitely the Wrap Model 2 is going to be the slimmer of them all, right? The Wrap Model 1 is going to be, you know, be a little bit thicker than the Ganzo knife, but the Ganzo knife is somewhere in the middle right there. Last but not least, since we already kind of started this comparison, here's what it looks like next to the Fleisa folding knife. Here's what it looks like next to the Civivi Ortis. Right, it gives you an idea, very comparable, all of these, all three of them, about the same width right there, right, same sort of width, so that should give you a good, clear picture right there for this guy. Let's do a quick carry profile right here, right, check it out next to the PM2, right, probably, yeah, a hair wider than the PM2. Here it is next to the Para 3, right. Still, I want to say still a little bit wider than the Para 3, not by much, right? The Demco brothers here, 20.5, they do come in a little bit slimmer here on this Gravery scales, right? You can see that for yourself right there. All right, the Sencut Saxy, I want to say these two are spot on. All right, you guys let me know right there, but they look pretty spot on. Next to the Sencut Crawley, pretty spot on as well. The Wrap Model 1, Ontario Wrap Model 1, also very comparable. Again, the Ganzo probably being a little bit, just a hair thicker. And the Wrap Model 2, right, yeah, this one's gonna be definitely a lot, you know, slimmer there, a lot skinnier than the Ganzo knife for sure. That being said, guys, again, if you're looking to get into access locks at an affordable price, I mean, the $20 range right there, can't go wrong with this guy right here. Keep in mind, like I mentioned earlier, it does take kind of a breaking in period, right, for you to break in the access lock, right? And by the way it works is when you push this bar back, right, it releases the blade, right? So there's a blade, and that also holds the blade in place. See, when it locks in, right, when the blade is fully folded, it locks the blade in place. So that's how an access lock works in a nutshell. This guy will make a perfect first access lock knife if you're looking to add that to your arsenal. If you don't already have an access lock knife, right, this is one of them. Also the Fleisa folding knife, right, these two, right, can't go wrong with either one. I would probably personally lean towards the Fleisa a little bit more because the action on this guy is a little bit smoother and the blade is also thinner on this guy compared to the Ganzo, right. Also a little bit smaller too, right, you saw that on the size comparison. So leaning towards the Fleisa just by a hair, but again, they're both very, very solid when it comes to, let's say, your first access lock or even a budget access lock. Also makes a great gift for a friend, makes a great gift for maybe you're trying to get a friend into EDC, you're not too sure if they're gonna like it or enjoy it or what have you. You're taking a gamble and you don't really want to break the bank. This might be a good, you know, a good starting point, definitely a good starting point to get a friend or a family member or someone into knives. As far as the blade goes, right, that looks pretty aligned to me. You guys be the judge of that, but that looks smack in the center right there. All right, you guys let me know your thoughts in the comments. But yeah, even after some heavy use on this guy, that blade is pretty spot on. And like I said, this guy is solid, right? There's no movement of the blade anywhere, side to side or anything like that. This thing is rock solid in place. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the video on this guy. Let me know in the comments what you like to see, if I missed anything, if there's any specific question that you have about this guy that perhaps I didn't cover in the video. Please let me know in the comments. I'd love to answer whatever type of questions you may have, or anything else you'd like to see in future videos, let me know. Also, by the time you are done watching this video, it's very possible that the Civivi Elementum button lock, this guy right here, is already definitely up in the channel as a review. If that's the case, I'm going to put a card right here for you guys to check this guy out. This guy is butter smooth for a flip open, right? All right, thank you guys for checking out the video, and I'll see you next time. Peace.